Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some Duel Links as we go on our road from Rookie to KOG. We are currently Platinum 1 and we are continuing to use Lunalights, this time without the use of Neos. Now, we're back to 3 Fox, and we also have 3 Emerald Bird, 3 Yellow Martin, which is pretty normal. But we're now running 2 White Rabbits. Now, the whole thing about this version of the deck is we need to get rid of their back row so we can actually accomplish our one-hit kill combo on an attack position monster. Now in the past we've seen where if they put an attack position monster, we always had to be worried about the back row, and we try to remove it, but we don't have a whole lot of removal. So in this one, we're back to 2 Cosmic Cyclones, we have a Hey Trunade, but we also have Super Team Buddy Force. Now with our Lunalight Fusion, we're going to be trying to send a White Rabbit to the graveyard, because then we can Super Team Buddy Force on our Cat Dancer or our Saber Dancer, whatever. They're all Beast Warriors, and how Super Team Buddy Force works is it's going to target one of our face-up monsters. I guess we could target our opponent's face-up monsters as well, but that's going to happen a lot less. And we're going to special summon one monster from our hand or graveyard with the same type but a different name. So the types here are the Beast Warriors, and we're going to be hoping to summon a White Rabbit. Now if we can get a White Rabbit in the graveyard, that's good. If we have one in our hand, that's good as well. The other good thing about Super Team Buddy Force and why we're running 2 of them is if one of them gets destroyed, you can automatically set a second one from your deck onto the field. So it kind of makes this card like removal bait in a way, where if we put it down, as long as it doesn't get hit by a Cosmic Cyclone, because Cosmic Cyclone is going to banish, and so we won't get the effect. But if it gets destroyed by a card effect, we'll just get to set our second one, so then come our turn, we can use it. And then finally, we're just running Treacherous Trap Hole. Obviously, a very basic good card. We can just steal games with it. And we don't have Neos in here, so we're back to 3 Saber Dancer, 3 Cat Dancer. I think everything's pretty self-explanatory. The deck should work very similarly, except using Super Team Buddy Force to hopefully get White Rabbit. White Rabbit is the big play with Super Team Buddy Force here. Otherwise, we could get more damage out of a Crimson Fox, because that's our highest attack monster, and Crimson Fox along with Cat Dancer is going to give us 4,200 damage. I guess 4,300 because of Cat Dancer's effect, which is also lethal. So if we're on an open field, this deck has more potential to OTK. Usually, open field for Lunalights is not an OTK because you can only summon a Saber Dancer with about 3,800 attack maximum, usually 3,600 or 3,800 if you could use an Emerald Bird before it. So you can't actually get that 4,000 damage in one turn without them having a monster on the field for your Cat Dancer to repeatedly hit. So hopefully this gives us more options. Now without the Neos, we might be a little bit less protective, but we do have the Treacherous Trap Hole to kind of fill that hole. And we are running Grit. I don't know if Grit is the right choice. I think the original version of this deck that I saw was using Sarah's Mind of Plana skill that would banish cards, like permanently remove any banished cards from the game, and you can only do that once per duel. But I figure Grit might be a little bit more useful, but the thing we got to keep in mind with Grit is if we use a Cosmic Cyclone, Grit will no longer work. Grit becomes inactive once we are below 4,000 life points for whatever reason. And I thought we were playing Dark Lords. It could still be Dark Lords. It is a fairy card, and Dark Lords are all fairies. It is Dark Lords. So this is going to be annoying. The Dark Lord players are getting real creative with their decks now that everything's getting banned. Why would you... I guess he has a contact in his hand, maybe? That seems a little bit odd. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? We don't really have a good way to just win. So I'm thinking we go Bird first. And then bird, we drop Yellow Marten. That gives us Yellow Marten's effect. Gives us a Lunalite fusion. Now, we're going to set our favorite card first. Our second favorite second. And now, do we want to go for Saber Dancer? I feel like the answer is yes. So let's just go Saber Dancer. And we will resummon the Yellow Marten using Bird's effect because it's going to get banished here. That way we can kind of recycle the Yellow Marten. We might as well put the Uko back at 0. And then I think we're safe to swing into this. I don't want to use my Hey Trunade yet. I honestly don't know what I'd be scared of. I guess a Wall of Disruption would be really bad. But I don't know why Dark Lords would play a Wall of Disruption. Oh my god. Dark Lords are playing a Wall of Disruption. Okie dokie. Well, hold on. This card... If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect. So, we can Treacherous our own Yellow Marten here to get us another Lunalite fusion. And that way we can get our low attack Saber Dancer out of here. But if he doesn't summon anything, then we can't Treacherous. What do you do? Okay, so we're fine. So he's immediately going for that, so we're going to Treacherous him. Get rid of our Yellow Marten, and we'll get rid of his thing. Now, we don't want to negate that. Yes, we'll activate Yellow Marten. Give us another Lunalite fusion. Now, in our end phase, we're actually going to use this because I'm going to Hey Trunade. Because he's got nothing in his hand. So we're going to select Saber Dancer here. Oh, no, I don't want to chain that. I thought I was picking what I wanted to summon. We could go Bird. I think Bird is a good play just because if we draw like a Lunalite fusion or something. Activate the effective Bird. No, we need that Lunalite fusion. Okay, so now we have Fox. We can use Yellow Marten here. I think first things first, before we put enough targets for a Treacherous Trap Hole, we should Hey Trunade. So that brings his set cards back. Then we can activate Yellow Marten. And trying to decide if we want to fusion using our Saber Dancer or just keep that Saber Dancer and just make a new Saber Dancer, which is what I think we're gonna do. So that way we'll have two annoying Saber Dancers on the field. And I feel like this should be lethal. Like, we know what he has in his hand. He doesn't have anything good in his graveyard. Don't need to do that. Let's just go ahead and hit him for 4,000. Alrighty, easy. I really didn't think a Dark Lords player would be playing Wall of Disruption. But at the same time, that guy's deck was something else. I have no idea. Obviously, the King Barbarossa, or whatever his name is trying to tribute 3 Dark Lords. Because Dark Lords are really good at special summoning a whole bunch of things. So if he could tribute 3, then I think he could wipe the field with it and have a really scary combo. Now, I don't know if that's actually better than running, like, Dark Lord Desire or Dark Lord Morningstar. I feel like those are just better options for you. There's also the option of Amaterasu, which seems pretty cool, and I think is quite easy for Dark Lords to summon as well. So here we're not looking great, so we're just going to Treacherous and call it there. We could have set Super Team Buddy Force as well. In hindsight, I think I should have said Super Team Buddy Force, just because it could protect our Treacherous. Can you be destroyed? This card is not. You can add. Special summon. So yeah, once he special summons, then we can Treacherous him. Can you be destroyed? No, or it can be, just not simply. So, now we're in an interesting position. Because I can't give up any of these cards with Bird's effect. But he's got so much backline. I really want to summon a Saber Dancer. I feel like we just gotta wait another turn. Because the Cat Dancer is not gonna get through this. Yeah, I think we just gotta wait. We might have dealt with almost everything that he has. So we can hope he doesn't have a whole lot going for him anymore. Oh no, he could get rid of our... But we could just put another one. Yeah, we'll just put another Super Team Buddy Force. I wasn't expecting him to play Witch Raider. So now we can Cat Dancer. I think we're safe to Cat Dancer on only one card. What did he get rid of? Yeah, we would have just gotten Floodgate. He might have a third Floodgate. It seems like a possibility. Do we want to go Saber Dancer or Cat Dancer? Cat Dancer could be lethal, so I think we go Cat Dancer. He has a response to this, which means it's not Treacherous. It's also not Econ. It's not Floodgate. We know that for a fact. It could be Canadia, I think. Can you flip your own cards with Canadia? I can't remember. So we got Fox. Turn him to 0. We got Bird. Summon the Fox. I don't think we want a Super Team. Now, granted, he knows that's a Super Team Buddy Force. But I think that just means that we can save it for the perfect time. I really wish we had a White Rabbit right now. So we're just going to go in with just Cat Dancer. Here's where we see what this card actually is. It's the one that he saved out of the 3. So you'd think that it would have to be like a usable card, right? Alright, well now's your time to use it if you're gonna use it. Otherwise you should have saved the Floodgates. It's Amazoness Onslaught. You can special summon 1 Amazon from your hand, and if you do, it gains 500 attack after the damage calculated. I don't think that matters, right? Well, that's unfortunate for him. He made a bad call. He had no idea what deck that I was playing. Which is why I didn't really reveal anything. The Super Team Buddy Force tells him nothing. The cards, the Treacherous Trap Hole told him nothing. So I had revealed nothing to him the entire duel. He had no idea I was playing Lunalights. So he made a bad call by not keeping Floodgate, but it still might have been overall the best play to keep Onslaught, because Onslaught's obviously a very good card for Amazons. So if I didn't have a way to kill him in one turn, which he's sitting on a 2,700 attack Witch Raider against someone who looks like their hand bricked. So he's probably thinking he's very safe and he wants to keep his best card to move forward in the duel. So I don't necessarily think he made the wrong play there. He just got unlucky that I happen to be playing a deck that could work around that. Now I think here we don't do anything except set the Cosmic Cyclone. The Cosmic Cyclone is bait, plus we could use it if we need to during his end phase to get rid of something. More, I'm hoping he just wastes some sort of removal on it. It is Arcana, so it could very well be Dark Magician. Only 4 cards in the extra deck. Well, let's see what we're actually playing against. If it's Dark Magician, we need to... Oh. He immediately uses Invocation. We could have banished the Invocation. So you don't want to do that. You always want to summon your Invoker first. But if we use the Cosmic Cyclone there, I was scared maybe the thing that comes out can kill me. It looks like it's Magician Girls with Invoker. So it's probably Quintet Magician. But we can lethal over the Purgatrio here. So, because he couldn't add Invoker back to his hand, we know one of the cards in his hand is Berry Magician Girl. We don't know what the other card is. So, I think we set our Super Team Buddy Force. And I think we just go for lethal on the Purgatrio. If it is... I'm trying to think. If it's... We want to go Cat Dancer. And then we should use... Honestly, it doesn't matter. One of them is going to come from our deck, so we'll use Fox from our deck, Bird from our hand. I'm thinking we actually should have done it the other way, because we don't really need Fox in our hand. But this will allow us to put the Purgatrio at 0. If he has another Invoker in his hand, he might actually be able to survive here. But I don't remember how that works if you boost after, because his attack has become 0. He might be able to boost to 1,000, but I'm not positive. I suppose we'll either learn right here or we won't learn. Alright, he's got nothing, so I guess we're not learning today. But that's okay. Easy lethal. So yeah, he also misplayed by not summoning his Invoker first. Even if you have no search target with your Invoker, you want to summon it, because then when you use your Invocation, it gets banished, so then he can activate the effect of his Invocation in his graveyard to bring the Invoker back from his banished pile to his hand. So then we could have seen if it worked or not. But he didn't summon the Invoker. The Invoker only gets banished if it's on the field or in the graveyard when you use your Invocation. I really wanted to know. That's unfortunate. I feel like all of these situations that I don't know exactly what happens, I just need them to happen in front of me for me to know. Because otherwise there's like so many things that don't necessarily click in my head as to how it should work with the wording. Ooh, okay. I feel like we do the same thing as last time. Now with this hand it's a little bit worse because the only way we can get a Lunalight Fusion is to summon Bird. And that means Bird has to not die. We're either relying on top decking another Lunalight top decking our Lunalight Fusion, or making sure that bird does not die. Gladiator Beast. So I think we let him do that. And then as long as he doesn't have another play to do more damage, we can activate our Cosmic Cyclone here. I don't want to do that because then I die. I guess I didn't die. I thought he could still attack. I didn't realize it was his end phase. How's that work? How does their effect work? At the end of the battle phase. Oh, okay. I need to keep that in mind. I didn't actually know how Gladiator Beasts worked. I could have used the Cosmic Cyclone safely there. Do we want to go... Do we want an Emerald Bird first? I feel like we can. Oh, that sucks. Because now we can't special summon a Lunalight back to the field for Cat Dancer to lethal. Dang it. I guess I shouldn't have gone Emerald Bird first. Okay, against Gladiators, they have negate, so we don't use Bird's effect first. We've learned two things here. Gladiator Beasts can only tag out at the end of their battle phase, so that means they can't attack anymore. And we've also learned that if we already have the play in our hand here, and we think they might have a negate, we should not play the card. Now the only thing we can activate is Yellow Martin. That sucks. He knows that I have a Lunalight Fusion in hand, so it doesn't make any sense to play it. I might lose here. If he summons an extra deck monster and I draw a Lunalight, though, then we might be in a good spot. So at the moment he survives this, so we're gonna set Cosmic Cyclone. If it's another Gladiator Beast, who's it? Then he just wins right here, right? I should have just activated Cosmic Cyclone, I think. I don't think I can do anything. If it's a Gladiator Beast Chariot, then he negates the activation. It was not a Chariot. What do you do? Wait. So... shuffle one from your hand or graveyard into the main deck, then target one. It gains attack equal to its defense. This card, you can activate Gladiator Beast monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. I mean, that's fine. That's not even scary yet. How long does this last? He's ending his turn. Until the end of the turn. I think we Cosmic Cyclone right now. Return one Gladiator Beast from your hand or deck and negate the activation. Okay. So, now we summon Bird. We know he has nothing to stop it. We don't want to activate Bird. He's got something. What the heck? Oh, he could probably activate that, which is fine. So we're gonna return bird to our hand. Don't want to activate that. So now we can summon another cat dancer. We could also summon a saber dancer, but it won't be able to attack multiple times, while we can get one cat dancer that can attack multiple times this turn, which is what we need. Now, unless he Sphere Karibo's the one that can attack multiple times, which to prevent that, I'm going to try to attack with the one that can't attack multiple times first. Okay, he just surrenders. So yeah, the only thing I think that could save him right there was a Sphere Karibo. Otherwise, I was going to attack his Gladiator Beast 3 times. First with the one that can't attack twice, just in case he Sphere Karibo's the wrong thing. And then second with the one that can attack twice. Now if he had a Sphere Karibo, because I would do 1,200 plus 100, he'd be at 200. My next attack would do 100, so he'd live with 100 HP if he had a Sphere Karibo, which would just be painful to watch. Especially if he beat me after that. Yeah, a lot of those Gladiator Beast cards I've never seen before. I know what Chariot does, I just wasn't thinking about it the first turn. But, the other ones I didn't really knew what they did. They also didn't seem that great, especially since the Gladiator Beasts don't seem that huge. Except for the new Gladiator Beast, Vespucius, or whatever his name is. He's a really big monster, and he's not difficult for them to summon either. So, do we super team right here? I think we super team and then end our turn. I don't think that any Odeon decks that I know of could kill me through Grit right here. Plus it's a 30 card deck, so it's probably like Endless Trap Hell or something. Yellow Martin. Do we just go Saber Dancer here? I feel like we just go Saber Dancer. We could summon one of the Yellow Martins back. Do we even want to do that? Yeah, I guess we should. I don't think there's a good reason not to summon one of the Yellow Martins back. Besides the fact that obviously we have a little bit more attack. Floodgate now. So what exactly is he floodgating here? I guess he's floodgating the Saber Dancer? Yeah. Well, at least we have another Lunalight Fusion. We can't use it this turn, but we'll be able to use it next turn. And we can use the Super Team Buddy Force to help us make sure we have enough cards to actually use Lunalight Fusion. Preferably, probably another Saber Dancer is what we'll do. He's playing very defensive. Do I want to activate Super Team right now, put a bird in my hand, or put a bird out? Yeah, I think so. I think we Super Team, Yellow Martin, lets us summon a bird. Summon it in defense mode. We won't activate its effect, but then we can send the bird back to our hand, and then we have even more Lunalights. So we activate. Bird comes back to our hand. So now we're gonna go for another Saber Dancer. I feel like that. Maybe we should just go Cat Dancer here. Let's just go ahead and go a Cat Dancer. That way we can hit everything he has. And we'll want to get rid of this yellow marten and our saber dancer. Maybe the other yellow marten, actually. Because that one will go to our graveyard and let us use it next turn. While this one we'd have to actually get rid of bird. I guess we're going to tribute it anyway, so it was irrelevant which yellow marten we actually used. Floodgate again. Alrighty. Well, that's exciting. I guess we'll just hope that next turn he doesn't have another Floodgate. That's all we can do, really. You can't get past the cat dancer. We just have to hope he doesn't draw another Floodgate. Or that we get White Rabbit. Lava Golem, alright. We have no good way to get rid of Lava Golem. We didn't draw White Rabbit, which sucks. I think we just gotta go for another cat dancer and hope that it's not a third Floodgate. If it is a third Floodgate, we can always summon... We can always summon another Crimson Fox. If it's a Wall of Disruption, I think it's just over. It wasn't meant to be at that point. Now we could put a yellow marten back in our hand right here, but it doesn't matter because we don't have any more fusion cards. So it wasn't a Floodgate, so it might still be a Wall of Disruption, but let's just go ahead and start slapping. Ooh, he can destroy our cat dancer now. I should have attacked the other one first. Damn it. I'm stupid. Oh, I could save it. We might be okay. Us gaining life is also good because it sets the Lava Golem back a turn. It's another one, huh? Do I kill it? I feel like I kill it. And then hope we can do some stuff with Lava Golem here. He's got a card for direct attacks. Countergate. Dang it. This is rough right now. We got no way to get rid of this Lava Golem. Is this guy... So he's forced to kill stuff. So I think we summon White Rabbit here. White Rabbit lets us special something. Oh, we could special a cat dancer back. Genius! But it has to be in defense mode for now. And then we can activate White Rabbit, get rid of whatever this is. Now I think we send White Rabbit back to the hand here. And then we just hit with Lava Golem. And I think that's fine for now. Ooh, I shouldn't have sent White Rabbit back to the hand. That didn't make any sense, because now we can't summon another White Rabbit. Here's another Lava Golem. Alright. I mean, that's cool, I suppose. So he's played everything now. And we have Hey Trunade, so we can actually win right now. We've done it. We beat him through 2 lava golems, 2 floodgates. We've done it. There were definitely some ways we could have played differently, so when my cat dancer was attacking the face downs, I should have hit the first one, realized it was going to try and kill my cat dancer, hit the second one to see if maybe it was something less destructive. But it ended up just being the same one, so it didn't actually matter. But there was that. Otherwise, we played all right. I don't think Saber Dancer would have been better than Cat Dancer in any of those. Obviously, we Saber Dancered the first one, just so we could maybe get like a 5,000 attack Cat Dancer to come back in the late game. But it was getting real iffy there at the end. If we didn't draw that Hey Trunade, I don't know what he had. I guess we could take a look at his deck and take a guess. I'm guessing they were just more counter gates. But literally, like, all of these probably would have saved him. So the Hey Trunade was completely necessary. We had to top deck that. Granted, we could have already had it in our hand previously. So there's a lot of factors there, but we managed to pull through in the end, even against the Super Stall deck. But this deck is actually working pretty good. I like it. I thought maybe it'd be a little bit less consistent than the Neos deck, but I also didn't think about the fact that White Rabbit can special summon Saber Dancer and Cat Dancer. So if we lose either of those, we could even Super Team Buddy Force out a White Rabbit that can then... I guess it's only when it's normal summon. Forget that part. Forget the Super Team Buddy Force part. But we could Super Team Buddy Force like if we Super Team Buddy Force any of these, we could summon one of these from the graveyard. So it's got some recyclability of our fusion monsters, because this version of the deck is only running 3 fusion cards, while the other version, it has 2 Neos fusion, so we kind of have like a different card that we can use. But we kind of like this 2 Super Team Buddy Forces are like more fusion cards for later in the game, or they can help us make sure that we can use our fusion cards. White Rabbit, we just saw that it could be quite useful getting back Cat Dancer, something that he doesn't want on the field, stuff like that. Either way, we did pretty good this time. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.